everyone, welcome back. Well, it's October, so I am painting lots and lots of pumpkins. And I just recently saw someone paint a pumpkin using a flat brush. And I thought, well, that's an interesting choice. I always use a round brush or a mop brush. Well, I had to try it, of course, and I have to say, I really love using a flat brush now. So I'm going to show you a few tips about how to do it with the flat brush. Now I'm going to use the palette that we made 2 videos ago, I think it was. Mostly I am going to be using the blue that we mixed up toward the end of that video. Then I'm going to use my Princeton 1.5 inch modeler brush. You don't have to use this brush if you don't have this brush. Any medium to large flat brush will work just fine for this project. And that's depending on how big you want your pumpkin. So this is the gist of the pumpkin itself. Now with this one, I used a lot of green and I put some orange in that. Then I did another one, which I really love this one. There's a little more green in it. And then I just practiced using that modeler brush because it's a little bit different feel than using any other type of brush as far as painting these curves. So that's just a few of the ones in my sketchbook. Let's talk just a few seconds about our strokes before we get started. We usually use a flat brush or a modeler brush when we are doing one of 2 things. We're either creating a wash where we're going across the page, or we are prepping our paper with clean water, and the same thing, we're going across our paper like this, and we're using this whole area of our brush. Well, that's not what we're doing today. Our stroke is going to be very different. So we will dip our brush into our paint, and then we're going to use this edge and this edge right here. So when we're painting our pumpkin, we are going to use very light pressure. We're going to put the side of the brush down and just sweep across, making our curved motion. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to come back and we're going to use, still again, the tips of our bristles right there. And we're just going to lightly dab into that center section of the pumpkin. That's what we'll paint first. And all we're doing is encouraging that water and pigment to move around so that it can mix. And then to do the sides, we're going to go back to the side of our brush and we're just going to do these little C's, little C curves to make the other segments of the pumpkin. That's all we're doing today. Notice the hold on your brush when we are going to do those side sweeps. We're not smashing the brush all the way down like this. It's going to be a very light touch. We're going to hold it more like, I don't know, kind of like a pencil really, and just gently sweep across, and then we're going to dab. Okay, let's try it out. If this blue and the green are not your thing, by all means use orange, it doesn't matter. So load your brush up and just use the edge of the brush to do this curve. And then I went back and added a little bit of water, or actually a lot of water, because I want this to be very loose. And now I'm going to grab that blue and drop that in and do the other side of this curve. Notice how I'm just using the edge of the brush here. And now I'm just going to encourage those to mix together. So we're going to allow the watercolors to do its thing by not overworking it. Don't touch it too much. And as you see, this brush will hold an incredible amount of water. So if you don't want yours this loose, then be sure to dab it on a paper towel. and I'm allowing it to touch so that they bleed into each other. And I accidentally got these two sides too long. I don't want to mess this up. That's so beautiful, but I am going to try to encourage this center section to go a little bit longer. And I'm trying not to dip back into the water again, just grabbing some different greens and blues off of this fall palette to do the rest of the sides. Let me mix up a little combination here and do this other piece. I'm just going to drag this down a little more because it really does need to be longer, although I really hate to touch that. Hopefully that will all merge back in. So we've got a little pooling going on, and that's okay because this is so loose. We are going to have some blooms, and I think the water blooms are just going to add to the character of this pumpkin. And I put a little too much in there, so I'm just going to dab that up a little bit. I'm switching over to my silver brush, and I'm just going to mix up a little Van Dyke brown and a little cobalt blue to give a little bit of a gray tone, brownish gray color that I want to do the stem of this pumpkin with. Give a little more water in here. That was a little bit dry, which that's okay. And then we'll just fill out this stem. And I want that blue to bleed into it, so I'm allowing it to touch. Just kind of filling in the base shape right now of that stem. I'll grab a little straight Van Dyke brown and start adding some texture and shadows. But I don't want to cover up where the blue has bled into it because I think that's going to give us a really cool look. All right. We'll let that dry a little bit and we'll add a little more brown. But first, let's just let it dry. We can work on some leaves and a little bit of greenery coming off this stem, and if I don't like that, let me change to a smaller brush. Okay. Now, that's much better. And I'm not trying to be perfect with these. There we go. Just kind of some sketchiness. Do one over here. Okay, maybe one more right up there. Fill that in a little bit. That got a little dry. And we need some leaves. Let's just drop in a few quick leaves. That's good. I like that. Let's drop in a little bit of brown before it dries too much. I'm just using that same Van Dyke brown. I love that. Oh, look at that. Love those water blooms. I'm going to add some flowers and some ground just so that our pumpkin and flowers are not floating in the air. And for the ground, notice I'm using my Mottler brush again because it does such a lovely job of just sketching in that dirt. Well, okay, that's all I'm going to do to this pumpkin. And I hope you painted along with me, and I hope you enjoyed this one. If you give this a try with the flat brush, please let me know by posting it on Instagram and tagging me so that I can see it. Well, thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.